Look at this fucking motherfucker. He's got his fucking cum juice. Yeah, I'm always recording on my fucking end.
I'm getting a lot of distortion from Maddie.
Why are you getting distortion from me? I got new AirPods.
No, it sounds cool. You want to hear this?
Raycons.
Does it sound like
Maybe your cans. I bet those cans are shit. I bet those cans are shit. You're twisting them right now. Look, you're twisting them. They look like shit. They fucking look like you literally.
It's very tinny and
You look like Dr. Cornelius. What are those sunglasses? Not to talk fashion. Not to talk fashion on our fashion pod. Are we live?
Nothing or nothing.
Now it's nothing.
That's why I wear them askew, because it's so loud in my skull.
So loud and in my skull, I'm in your skull. I wish I was bathing on your fucking brain like a hot rock in the summer. Would you ever eat human brains?
Under what circumstances?
Like, you know, you're over at a friend's house. They're having a little bit of a jam sesh, smoking some weed. There's incense. You know, maybe they're playing a B-side to a Cream album. Who knows what's happening? And all of a sudden...
Cream is the soundtrack for cannibalism?
Well, I was just listening to Cream on my drive into the city today, and I was like, man, they got some funky little tracks that nobody really talks about, you know?
I like that you purposely take a drive and put on Cream. Listen, I'm not shitting on Cream. I bet you Cream is fucking sick.
Change the subject.
No. I'm sure Cream is great, but I've never purposely listened to Cream. I've heard it on classic rock my whole life. Is Layla? That's Clapton.
Inagata-da-vida, baby.
Clapton was in Cream before he chucked his kid out the window.
That's Iron Butterfly. I was asking you if you'd eat human brains. You got caught up in, okay, how many beverages you got? How many? Oh, okay. You just spilled on your shirt? What happened?
Jason didn't lock this.
He didn't. Jason, you fucking piece of shit.
Produce the water.
Fucking, who's on your shirt? Who's on your shirt?
Johnny Cochran. I have two Johnny Cochran shirts. It's an LA.
Johnny. Shout out to Johnny.
Part of LA history.
Freedom Seeker. The Freedom Seeker.
So
yeah, have you ever had brains? Do you like lamb brains? Do you are you a brains guy?
I've gotten brain. Huh?
Brains lingo for blowjobs. If anybody out there in Midwest, out there in the Midwest.
No, I don't.
I like getting my dick sucked.
I haven't purposely eaten brain. I don't think, in all honesty, would I eat a human brain.
You wouldn't eat a human brain?
I don't know. I don't know if
would you let somebody eat your brain?
I don't care. Yes.
You don't care if once you're dust, you're dust.
Who cares? What are you gonna do? You're gonna get it buried in an elaborate glass coffin and celebrated. March down the street like the guy in Tombstone, like the cowboy that dies. They're just gonna fire off.
West. What's his name? Earl West, or what's his name?
Earl. Yes, Earl West is
Earl West.
Yes, the great gunslinger Earl West.
Earl West is my favorite. Tombstone, what a great movie, eh?
It's a good one.
Tombstone is easily
Val Kilmer and his fucking
Doc Holliday,
maybe Apex Val Kilmer prime.
When he's gunslinging his his absinthe cup or whatever the fuck, his little fucking, what are you drinking that, a Pim's cup? Is that what you just said? Did you say Pim's cup?
I did not say a Pim's cup. I said his little tin cup.
Oh, okay.
He does a little thing. He goes, well, I have a gun for each of you. when he's all drunk, it's just, the whole time he's lurching.
He sounds like he's a sarsaparilla. He sounds like a sarsaparilla.
He's lurching around the whole time, half drunk, dying of fucking tuberculosis.
Yeah, TB.
Yeah.
TB.
So yeah, would I eat brains? I don't know. Let me ask you a question.
Anytime, any place, anywhere.
Do you have a problem with spilling things on your shirt? Because I have nothing to talk about today. I didn't want to say we didn't have nothing on the docket. We didn't prep a show.
Alex.
I just want to preface this and say I'm just going to be really honest. And I don't want to talk about anything stupid. I'm just going to talk about things. I'm just going to be super honest. We're going to really get into it.
I think that's a great way to start this podcast. I like what you're saying right now. I appreciate what you're saying now. Make sure you shake up your salad dressing before you fucking glug it down your fucking skin pipe, you fucking walrus. And so,
what did I do? What did I do to incur that?
I
kind
get
of
stuff
abuse?
on my shirt. What do you mean?
You just told me to glug down salad dressing in my windpipe because I'm a walrus. I got enough things on my plate, Maddie. You know, I'm dealing with high pressure.
Come on.
High pressure
High
problems.
pressure. I'm taking pictures of young kids getting braids in their hair, wearing T-shirts, standing on scaffolding.
It's not easy.
Okay, Two-Tone.
It's not easy.
It's not easy. Running a highly successful streetwear brand. I know it must be so difficult. You literally look like a... Are you sipping on that? Sucking on that little fucking tea.
Listen, do with that what you want, Maddie. You see me drinking my drink, you want to imagine I'm sucking on some sort of a genital. What do you got there? Some matcha? That's
just a big, filthy, just a big.
It's just hot syrup.
It's a hot, frothy maple syrup cup.
Yeah.
I get stuff on my shirt all the time.
Okay.
And especially back in the day, there's like, about 10 years ago, I would say 10 years ago, I was probably at my stinkiest, punkest, like skiddiest skid life that you would ever, like, I remember being so drunk and like I wouldn't shower, I'd shower like once a week.
Yeah.
And I've never worn deodorant. I'm a complete shower dodger, if you can imagine that. And I remember being at the restaurant. Did I already tell you this one time?
I don't know.
And I had some water. That water is really going to change that whole fucking concoction.
just a touch, just a dollop of water.
It needed just a dash. It just needed a fucking little sip. There we go. That half ounce of water.
Are you going to tell me about doing coke off a toilet seat or drinking your own vomit?
No. So we had this insane, this big, it was like during like maybe TIFF or something. It was a buyout of our restaurant.
Yeah.
And we have this giant buyout and we sell it out, or it's a sold out thing. There's like hundreds of people. There's like a fashion show. There's all this stuff. And I'm wasted and I'm wearing like a sleeveless, like shitty punk shirt, whatever. And I'm like, I got like a vest on, my arm, like I'm just like, wow. And I'm in the crowd. And I walk by somebody and like maybe these group of girls, these hot fashion girls that are at this private party. And they're like, oh my God, that guy smells.
Maddie, tell them what TIFF is.
TIFF is the Toronto International Film Festival. Toronto International Film Festival, where actors are actors and directors are directors and movies are made and people are sold and bought and, people are ranked. It's like the con of Toronto.
You smell like a bag of shit. You walk past some
I smell like a bag of shit.
Yeah.
I smell like hot garbage.
Yeah.
And I walk by this group of like hot girls and literally it was like a moment where like, when you're fucked up and all of a sudden you hear something and you just, those moments where you see like the sad guy at the bar because something happened and he did something stupid or whatever and it actually clicks. It breaks through the entire shell that you've created of like not caring.
Yeah.
And
not caring. Something called, I'm like, it breaks through the entire shell of something called punk rock.
Yeah, it breaks my whole foundation, my thing based on like how dirty my shirt is and how gross my jeans are and how dirty my chucks are or whatever. And those girls are like, oh my God, did you just smell that guy? He stinks so bad. Oh my God, like, ew. And I was just like, ah.
You're like, they're talking about me.
And I'm like, I'm in my own restaurant. Like, I was just like, you don't even know that I'm like, this is my restaurant. You bought out my...
It was in your restaurant.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It was my restaurant. So I'm like, I'm in my own restaurant being drunk during this private party.
How does it work smelling and being dirty in a restaurant as like the head chef? How does that compute?
It's done pretty well for me, personally.
So like you come to check on the table and go, how's your lamb? And you're just like spewing vomit.
No. Well, I would wear chef, like at parts of I actually wore chef whites. But so that was like after I was. Well, no, yeah, I have like chef whites on and my apron and I look like a chef. This was like after service. So we did like the dinner. We did like a private dinner for like 100 people. Then there was the after party where there was like a fashion show and DJs and all this shit. Yeah. And then at that moment, I was like, I'm just like partying at this private party, which I probably shouldn't have.
You got Diplo. You got,
many times. They've all been there.
Calvin Harris, some of the big European DJs, they're all there. They're talking about
literally Skrillex and Calvin Harris and Diplo all DJ'd that night.
A-Track is just doing turntablism.
A-Track is down there just doing his DMCs. I'm a big turntablist. We know this
Invisible Beat Junkies are there. And you know what? Fuck it, Maddie. You know who else was there? A bunch of amazing pop lockers. A bunch of breakers.
Dance, Alex. Dance, Alex. Dance, Alex. Go. Dance, Alex. Go dancing. And
that's good for radio.
Yeah, that's good for radio.
I'm getting in the group here. I go to the store. Okay, like today I went to the store.
Okay, set me up. Set me up. Tell me a story. Tell me a story.
I'm gonna tell you a story.
Put me to bed. Tell me a story.
I'm gonna pull back the covers. I'm gonna take you. I'm gonna put you into the bed. I'm gonna bring the covers just up under your chin, and I'm gonna pull them tight around your body, and I'm gonna fold it under your arm, so you're just all cozy and cocoon. I'm taking you to bed, baby. Now here we go. I'm at the store. I got one of those IKEA bags because I
see it. I see it.
I have a giant blue IKEA bag, and I'm just in there, and I'm like. And I try to get in and out because I'm also on a meeting on my headphones, right? I'm on a meeting. I'm in the store because I'm just doing things all the time in the worst possible way. And I'm in the store. And I'm getting Laura Scudder's peanut butter. I'm getting beets. I'm getting broccoli, cabbage, turmeric, ginger, lemons, tomatoes, bell peppers. All that just goes in my drink, okay? Then I see a chicken. Fucking let me grab a chicken, even though that has preservatives because at that store it's not organic. Fuck it, I'm gonna eat that chicken. I'm gonna splurge a little bit. I get a little chicken. I get some yogurts for the probiotics to build up my gut fauna, and I'm just keeping it moving. I'm grabbing shit. I'm putting it in a giant blue bag. I got the mask on. I got the headphones. I'm in a meeting at the same time because I just know what the fuck I'm doing. Grab. I need hot sauce. I need some rosemary. I need some salt and pepper. Get the bag. Run through the checkout. Get to the house. Start unpacking it. Fuck!
You forgot something.
I forgot something. Not only did I forgot a few things. I'm not going back out there. I'm not going back out there.
You got to go back out in the wild. You got home. You got sanitized. You feel good. You feel safe.
In the tundra of Los Feliz?
It's dangerous out there.
Okay.
Did you know what? And as always, DoorDash connects you with the restaurants you love right now and right to your door.
And ordering food is so easy. You open the app. You get on your phone. You open the DoorDash app. And then you choose what you want to eat. You choose what you want to eat. You go, I would like a pizza, and I would like also a salmon burger, and you know what? Also, I'd like a smoothie. And you choose those things. When I open up DoorDash, I get multiple things because I want to splurge. I want to feel like a king. I want this to be a bacchanal. I want an orgy. I want a food orgy. I open up the DoorDash app, I choose what I want to eat, and my food gets left safely outside my door with contactless delivery drop-off setting. Again, they take your food, they place it down, and they back away, and they don't look at it. They just silently back away and leave your food, and then you get a little thing that says, sir, your food's here.
Thank you so much. And with over 300,000 partners in the U.S., Puerto Rico, Canada, and Australia, you can support your neighborhood go-tos. Or choose from your favorite national restaurants.
For a limited time, our listeners can get 25% off and zero delivery fees on their first order of $15 or more when you download the DoorDash app and enter code PTA2021. Again, for a limited time, our listeners can get 25% off and zero delivery fees on their first order of $15 or more when you download the DoorDash app and enter code PTA2021.
That's 25% off, everybody, up to $10 value and zero delivery fees on your first order when you download the DoorDash app in the App Store and enter code PTA 2021.
That's
2021.
2021. I really stepped on you on that one. Don't forget, that's code PTA 2021 for 25% off your first order with DoorDash. Subject to change, terms apply. Remember, whatever you can't get, you can get with DoorDash. Lay on the couch, put on Netflix, order that food, and it just gets put right in your lap and in your mouth.
Put you in my lap and my mouth at once. Thank you, DoorDash, for always supporting Powerful Truth Angels. We love you.
We love DoorDash. So you're disgusting, and
I'm disgusting. So I've spilled everything on my shirt.
Okay. So this is a dumb question to ask you because you don't give a shit. Whereas with me,
You're a go home stain guy. You're a go home stain guy.
What does that mean?
That's on like that Seinfeld. If you go home, that you got a stain on your shirt, and you're like, "That's a go home stain."
It's funny. There was a cholo when I went to junior high. I don't know which one it was. It might have been
the crispiest, whitest. It might have been
this guy Turtle.
You've never seen a whiter tee than on a
Turtle if you're listening. But
shout out to Turtle.
Turtle pulled up to the Dodgers shoot and let us use his lowrider. Turtle's on me. Anyways, it might have been Turtle. I remember this in my head because I was like 7th grade, and I'm just dirt. I'm skateboarding around. I'm like still just like in that zone of like grubby and not so grubby. And I remember he got like a spot. He had a crispy white, like just gleaming white shirt, perfect Cortez, Dickies creased. And I remember he got like something like here on his shirt. He's like, I gotta go home. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, he had to go home from like 3rd period all the way home to change shirts because like
right here.
And like that kind of stuff gets stuck in your head. So every time I spill on myself, I feel so ashamed. I feel like I'm shaming like my entire lineage.
Your entire neighborhood. Your entire neighborhood is shamed. You've disrespected the hood.
But listen, I'm this age. I'm old, and I still to this day cannot have a white shirt and drink a coffee. And like every time, even when I think about it, I go, I got this coffee, and then invariably, I'm always with a coffee and Omar getting into a car, driving to another spot, putting something on. Now it's a mask, and then all of a sudden I look, and I'm like, today's the day I don't do it. Today's the day I don't fuck up my white shirt. And I look, and it's just like, fuck.
Your white shirt was toast.
And then you got
what'd you get on it? Ketchup?
I'm just saying the theoretical white, just the white shirt of but you don't care.
I wasn't following.
Yeah, you're not listening. You're looking at what's going on. Does Lisa? Can I ask you a question? Does Lisa just for fun? Does she just get like a crackle bar or a McNugget, whatever the fuck it is that you love, and just like dance behind the camera just to like you know? What are they doing?
It's just like it's just like the funniest thing is like I'm doing this like in my office, and there's all these people that are always trying to work while I'm yelling about whatever we're yelling about this week.
Yeah,
and
whatever
so it's
we're
just a funny
about.
thing where now everyone looks at me. They always look at me like because they can only hear me talking.
Yes.
So like all of a sudden I say something like I'm talking about I wish I could suck my own dick, or I wish I was
like,
there in person.
This is our business partner / boss talking about this.
Yeah, no, well that's it. And it's like sometimes there's deliveries and they open up the door. I'm like, why are you opening up the door? I'm podcasting. You're breaking my safe place.
Yeah.
Anyway, but right now, David, who's my restaurant partner, he's behind this camera. He's actually eating a chocolate bar.
Of course,
and
David,
it's an afternoon.
Fuck off, please. Don't
David,
distract
fuck
him.
off, eh?
Don't
fuck
distract
off.
Maddie with the chocolate. You know how he is.
And also, the way that the Zoom is set up,
yes.
I always look at just my photo because I'm such a narcissist. So
right.
I'm always just looking at myself.
Why don't you?
There's a lot of things that are coming in on this.
Maddie, I'm looking at you. I'm looking at just you. I see myself.
I look at you. You're here.
No,
you're here, but I'm there.
Oh, you're looking past big me to little you, just being like,
yeah. I look at little me all day. I just look at little me all day. I'm like.
And when you look at yourself, let me ask something, Maddie. Speaking of narcissism, when you look at yourself, is it just like, is it just adoration that you feel? Is that what you feel like when you look at yourself in the mirror? Do you just look at yourself and go, God damn it, that guy's amazing?
It's tough not to. It's tough not to.
Seriously?
It's I've done a good job. I'm really proud. I don't know if all the press is enough for me, but I think just like, I know deep down that I've done a great job with everything so far.
With what? What do you mean?
Just my life. I'm happy.
But so you don't, but what do you look at yourself and say, like, I wish that maybe like, I had more of this or less of that, or I wish I had like a better.
No. I'm very grateful. I'm always like happy with exactly where I'm at. I look at myself and I'm like, man, I did it.
That's all. That's the only
day.
thought that goes through your head is like you're never stressed. You never wake up like with anxiety about deals going or not going, or you're never like worried about.
No. See, business. You want to talk business right now? Okay. So business, let me tell you something. Okay. Deals, I'm never stressed. Okay. First of all, because if I'm stressed, I kill the deal. Because if the deal makes me feel any type of way, I'm always in a position I don't need any deal. So it's just like I don't need anything from anybody. I would like to do some other things. Maybe that person on the other side of the deal is the person that I maybe do that deal with. But let me tell you something. If they do anything that makes me feel a little then I'm like, no.
Okay,
so I'm never in a position.
Let's answer this
when
question.
I'm negotiating.
Let's answer this question as if you didn't answer it, as if all your potential business partners were listening, because they're not. Okay,
Nobody's
let's do the real
at this
answer.
point.
No one that you're doing a deal with is watching this pod. So let's do the real answer.
That's a fact.
Because I know for a fact that you've been stressed out over things.
I get stressed out over certain things.
Okay.
Not
You'd be so good. I'd love to see you for the Supreme Court one day. Just like, so Maddie Madison, did you know that the Maddie fucking rib kit was going to cause cancer? And you go, no, absolutely not. There's no. And then 3 seconds later, you go, we absolutely knew, sir, that this is cancer-causing agent.
I absolutely.
You're amazing.
Did you know that the Maddie Madison barbecue sauce was made in Chernobyl and is completely filled with radioactive vinegar? You're like, I absolutely did not. And then they're like, no one's listening, Maddie. And I'm like, 100%. It's evil. We knew it. We sold it. The children loved it, and they're all dead now.
Fuck the
kids. I never get stressed. And that's the, obviously, Gary Vee has taught me how to like do successful business ventures and always know where the power seat at the table is always at the front of the table. So I know a lot of things that I've watched some master classes from the guy from.
Is that a Gary? Have you watched master classes on how to negotiate?
Of course I have.
No.
I'm a master negotiator.
You're so full of shit. Does Gary Vee say to sit at the head of a table?
David! Am I a master negotiator? He's smiling at me, and then he just laughs. Did you just hear him laugh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because they're trying to negotiate with like...
Huh?
You're getting better. He said you're getting better. You're a master negotiator because they're like, send in the crazy 4-year-old because they can't deal with it. They're like, there's no way to talk to them.
Dude, we are. It's very interesting. I'm learning. See, the thing about in meetings, I always do business meetings. I have me and my 2 business partners. So then I have like my accountant guy. I have my other like business kind of suave guy. And then there's me in the middle that's just shaking things up. I'm saying things that they don't want me to say. I'm saying things that the guy over there doesn't want to hear. And all of a sudden, guess where we're at? Ground zero, baby. And we didn't go anywhere. But guess what? I shook it up. They
call that guy in the business pyramid that I learned when I went to business school. That guy's called the asshole. In the 3
I'm the
parts,
asshole in the meeting.
Asshole, yeah.
I'm like, I start telling like family secrets during meetings with like hedge fund. I'm meeting like a new hedge fund like once a week.
Yo,
and I'm just like, just being like, like really care about certain things differently than you guys, because you guys probably haven't, or you haven't dealt with it. So obviously you guys as multi-millionaires would like to invest in me. I'm a wild card, but holy crap, I got a lot of Instagram followers. Come over here.
Man, the world has gone. I mean, it's really crazy how much things have just exponentially just like multiplied. There's this new app, Clubhouse, right? Clubhouse.
Yeah, what's up with Clubhouse? We're so behind though. Clubhouse is like 4 weeks ago.
This is what I'm talking about. Clubhouse came out literally a couple weeks ago, and it's already ubiquitous. Like, it took Instagram like 18 months for people to be like, should I do that? I don't know. And then, like Twitter took like years. Clubhouse is just like 4 days. Everyone's like, are you on Clubhouse? Everyone's fucking sending out invites. There's people in the rooms like.
But isn't it just people talking?
It's a party line. It's crazy.
Isn't it just Zoom?
Dude.
It's just like public Zoom. Isn't it just literally public Zoom and other people can join your Zoom?
Yeah, but you can't see each other. It's just audio. So you just hear people talk and they have like subjects and they tap in and it's just crazy, man. Everything is so, it's so much.
Everything
so
is
fast.
Everything.
Yeah. It's so much
platforms.
So
we need platforms.
NFT, the PTA NFT.
Can you explain an NFT to me?
Sure.
Actually, okay. So
I'll explain it.
Right now,
do you know that
I don't know anything
I'm
about
explain
NFT?
It to you. Do you know that? Okay. Do you know what a meme is? Mm-hmm. Or depending on where you are in the country, a meme. Okay. So I hate myself today. I really do. So you have a meme.
Was that like a dad joke? That was a dad joke.
I'm just
that was a stupid. That's a stupid joke.
Jason, you better bleep that.
No, we keep that in.
No, you bleep
that's Two-Tone Shoney's real colors. That's
I know. You know the meme of the dog where the glasses come on, it says deal with it?
Okay.
You know that GIF?
Yeah, it goes and it's like pixeled sunglasses.
Yeah, someone made that.
Yeah.
Right. This internet artist kid made it. Right. And now you can buy it. Right. They auction that thing, so one person will own it. And and so then you can buy that,
and then you'll own shares in it.
No, only one person owns it, and then he can sell it, and then you get I believe you get a cut. So the original person that sold it always gets a percentage of where it goes. It's just crypto. It's where all these crypto guys are putting their money. Now, I've heard that people are laundering money. I've heard it's a crazy pyramid scheme. But like this guy named Beeple, he fucking sold something for like, dude, get on the Google, Jason. But I believe Beeple sold something for $60 million. And it's like Beeple's art is just like, it's just like crazy Photoshopped, like political.
Like, could I sell like, should we sell my rat tail on NFT?
We could do that, but it would be a digital version of your rat tail, and the best way to do it would be to create like a GIF of the rat tail, or not.
And you build a GIF and be like, you actually own this.
And we have people bid on it, and we see how many. We probably get like $300 for it at the end of the day. Someone will buy it. He did $102 million in art. Beeple.
The internet, I don't give a fuck. That's
dude. The guy,
some motherfucker just made $100 million.
The guy that started Twitter just sold his first tweet for like $20 million. Look that up, Jason. The guy that sold Twitter sold his first tweet. Like people, it's getting so abstract. What is that?
Who would buy that?
Well, I think it's like a lot of crypto dudes are looking for places to put their money. 2.9 million for the first tweet ever tweeted. Wow. So basically everything is now commodified. There will be a point when, like, if you think about, okay, look, you look at the internet, right? And you look at like what we've been enjoying for all this time, like everything's free and there's no way to stop it. Well, now they figured out how they're going to fucking commodify it. Like they're going to be able to put a stop to it. And
then they like, if, that's crazy. Yeah. I wonder, that's like, if YouTube started actually selling, like imagine like YouTube just took everything on YouTube and just held it and then sold all that stuff.
I mean, I think
like all those viral videos. Like imagine selling Baby Shark. Baby Shark's the biggest. It's like what, 8 trillion.
Yeah, they can easily do that. Someone can own that. Like someone can own like the NBA.
How much money does Baby Shark make a month? Baby Shark literally must make like literally $1 million a day.
I looked at it. Baby Shark makes $500,000 every 14 seconds. I checked it out before we got on the podcast.
It has the biggest. Imagine making that. Like,
dude,
imagine
how can we just make a song for babies and just get fucking paid or what?
Dude, I've been talking to my agent about a baby show.
That's it? 5.2 mil,
no.
Jason says. Ad revenue.
Just ad rev, no, that's still low. That's like what they do annually or more. Dude, I have a buddy who makes like $3 million a year on ad sales just from fucking, and he probably has like 100 million views. So he makes, just running now, he makes about $3 million a year just in ad sales from him just putting up content.
Who's this guy?
He does like food stuff. But he makes like his shit just runs like, are you sucking your thumb? What the fuck were you just doing?
I was biting a little thing right here.
You're biting your nail?
Yeah.
Do you eat your nail or do you spit it out? No, it seems a bit aggressive in this COVID world. You're just spitting fingernails everywhere.
I can't believe me going like this derailed your entire. You really are fixated on my thumb being near my mouth. I can remember what happened when I sucked my thumb. Your mind was blown. You're like, oh.
I couldn't believe it. I've never seen a thumb sucker, like a 46-year-old thumb sucker, jump back in that fucking driver's seat. You literally were the happiest I've ever seen you.
I'm not 46.
So how old are you?
Who knows?
I don't like.
Who knows, man? Who cares? And who cares? What is it?
Why don't we put up a toll? Why don't we do a call?
We're living in a digital fucking like, you know,
NFT Two Tones age.
NFT might look. You'll be
NFT
able to,
my nuts.
You'll be able to NFT. You'll be able to like sell a burp at some point. You'll be able to like burp, and then you'll be like put a price tag on it, ship it, sell it 50 cents, done. Like, you know,
Scooch box. I got an NFT like a Scooch box.
What the fuck is a Scooch box?
You don't watch Just a Dash, then, fool. You just played yourself. You're not a fan.
I played. You know, I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of Just a Dash. I do listen to PTA once in a while.
You know.
What?
You know how good Just a Dash is.
Just a Dash is really good, but I don't religiously watch it and know what's going on in Just a Dash. I got a lot of other things going on, so.
Oh.
Yeah. You should watch. I think you should watch Powerful Truth Angels and get an idea what's happening.
I listened to Powerful Truth Angels the other night. I listened to a whole episode. It's my first time. It is 100% the first time I ever actually listened to our podcast. I listened to a full episode.
Only to keep us from, because we get into these, like, we just, we follow each other down these, like, pain spirals of, like, what are we doing? What's happening? Who is Jason? Why is he in my house? We can bleep that.
No, you can say that out loud now.
No. We probably bleep it. It's probably better for business. But we go through these whole, like, spirals about what's wrong, and then every once in a while I'm like, let me just check in on what's happening, because like we just pump the shit out, keep it moving, boom, 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 and every once in a while I listen, I'm like, I'm actually laughing at things. There's things that's kind of funny, like it's kind of like,
way to go, Alex. You finally put out something that's good.
That's not. I've put out a lot of good stuff, actually.
Oh,
what have you put out that's good?
Thought everything.
No.
Everything I put out is
doesn't mean it's good.
Minted.
No.
It's
good.
Minted.
No. Just because you get a check doesn't mean it's good, my friend. I'm talking good.
Everything. People like it. It may not be good, but people like it.
If you can guess what I had for dinner.
Middle America fucks with Maddie Matheson.
If you can guess what I had for dinner last night, Maddie.
Lolo's? Did you go to Lolo's?
No, let me offer the prize. What do you want from me if you guess? You get one guess.
I want you to take your shirt off and do the truffle shuffle.
Okay. Take a guess.
You had Nobu.
No.
Fuck.
I had chicken and waffles.
Sad pile, eh? You had your little sad. You went and had. How'd you feel about it this time? I know that fried chicken for some reason makes you sad.
It does. I think fried chicken and waffles. I went to.
Where'd you go? Did you go to Roscoe's?
No, I went to my sister, my brother-in-law's house.
Yeah.
His family.
Right.
They made chicken and waffles, which I don't eat. And when they said it, they said we're having chicken and waffles. I was like, oh my God, it's on. Like this is a weird. This is a window. Like I didn't choose it. You know what I'm saying? It was thrust upon me. But I'm gonna go in. Oh fuck! And it's just crazy like that.
What'd you eat? Was there just like on the table just a pile of waffles and a pile of chicken, or did everybody have like a waffle and like 2 pieces of chicken?
They had the waffle maker. They had the chicken being fried, like just keep coming in, and just level the layers of chicken coming in, mac and cheese, collard greens, and chicken. It was wild. Like I didn't really eat much that day, and I get there and like the effect it has on you. Oh, dude, it destroyed me. Like I woke up just like
it was so good.
It was. I mean, listen, waffles.
See, I love that stuff. But the last time we went and had some soul food, you were just like, I can't do it. And I think that was just because you were spiraling.
Yeah, but I know I can't eat that stuff. Like it hits me like a rock.
Stuff.
Yeah.
Dude, that shit makes me feel. I want to eat that shit, and I want to get on a trampoline.
No, you don't.
I want to I want to eat that shit. And I want to fucking run.
No, you want to take a nap. And then Matt comes.
I just eat it,
you.
and I just start yawning uncontrollably, and I'm just like,
I literally like after dinner.
You drink like a iced tea, lemonade, tangerine, dream, sunset, fucking mixer.
Yeah,
you drink that. That's got 3,000 sugars in it.
Yeah. My eyes were just like rolling back in my head. I'm just like,
dude.
Had to have a coffee.
That fucking a beautiful waffle with maple syrup and butter, and then like good crystal fucking Louisiana sauce.
Oh yeah. How fucked up is like like a waffle is basically like it's a piece of, it's like cake, right? You just had like a fresh made fucking cake.
It's literally syrup. Eggs, cream, and flour.
Amazing. Well,
yeah.
Yeah, so it was kind of a I had.
So that's why you're drinking your purple.
I mean, I'm always drinking my purple syrup, but especially today, I have to kind of like recenter myself, get back to reality.
So on a day like that, like what's your shit like? Does that fuck up your shit? Like what kind of mess you got in the fucking pot there? What kind of soup you making?
I have.
You got some good shit.
You
haven't shit yet.
I haven't had an experience yet. I don't want to talk about it, but nothing's happened yet.
Do you when you sit on the toilet? Do you kind of like pull your cheeks apart when you sit down on and really apply a lot of deep pressure on the asshole?
Oh God, I don't know. What are you talking about? I don't know. Do you do that? Let's not talk about that. It's crazy.
Okay.
So tell me more.
I like to spread the meat. I like to spread all the meat and really press it into the toilet seat.
You don't
use the toilet seat to hold. I like spread my cheeks and then sit down, and then it really keeps everything tight. So it's like a break wall, and then it just comes through like that.
Yeah, I mean that's a lot of pressure. You should have a Toto. Do you have a Japanese toilet yet?
I have my friend Marika, shout out to Turkey. Turkey she got me one for my birthday, and I haven't attached it. I'm going to attach it soon. But I got one. I love a spray. But the thing too, the very first time I ever had a bidet experience, the very first time ever, I was at my friend's restaurant. It was the first time I visited in Brooklyn, and I was at their restaurant, and they had a Toto in the bathroom, and I sat on it, and I literally sat there for like 15 minutes with that hot water just fucking nestled into my asshole. And it was just like, this is incredible.
No.
And I was just like, literally, I was just like, every time you sit down, you just feel like masturbating. I was like, everyone that sits on this, obviously, as soon as it hits your asshole, you want to masturbate, right? Am I wrong? I don't know. Why do it's like as soon as that hot water touches your asshole, you want to jerk off. That's a fact, right? I mean, or am I crazy?
I don't know. I don't know if that's
like every time warm water brushes your asshole, you don't get like revved up.
Jason just muttered is scientifically valid.
Scientifically invalid, you idiot.
Valid. What? He agrees. He's talking about the prostate. Listen.
Well, my prostate isn't your actual asshole lips.
Your asshole lips. No, I remember going to Japan and just being like, you basically start to have a crush on toilets. You're like, this is amazing what's happening to me. Like the warm water, the hot air, like it completely hands free, just like takes care of your fucking asshole. It just like spins dry. I mean, and you're sparkling.
The worst place, the worst team player, the guy the asshole, the worst team player on the whole team. Yeah. You know, you got your eyes. You get to see everything. Your mouth gets to taste everything, smell, touch. Yeah. Asshole finally at like 30, I think it was like 30 years old, the first time I ever like treated it nicely with a beautiful Toto.
Well, I mean, the
30 years that asshole's been down there being like wiped and like shredded and like just disciplined, just beaten down.
Yeah, the amount of pain and torture that horrifying blistered gummy ring of an asshole you have goes through on a daily basis. I mean, the paces you put it through, it does deserve some R&R. It deserves a little spa, a little vacay. And now you have now you got the Toto. And did you get the whole rig, or is it something that goes on top of your toilet?
I just got the whole piece on top.
Okay, you didn't get the real full toilet.
No, but I think I might. Well, we'll see. You know, we'll see how the end of the year goes. You know,
how the end. See, a little bonus for the Mathesons is like a little. You know, Mac will have a new.
Just buy $30,000 in toilets. You know?
Yeah, Mac's like, Daddy, can I use the drinking fountain upstairs? You're like, son, that's not what that is.
He's just spraying at like Ozzy's face.
Yeah. I mean, imagine being a kid and having access to something a toilet that squirted water out. You'd be fucking your siblings up on the daily.
Dude, it's crazy. I don't think people should have it. I think you need to find it on your own way. Like at like 30 years old, traveling around the world, you're like, whoa, what is that?
Yeah. Well, I mean, the Japanese one, I think the Japanese toilet has like a laser sight because it's so perfect. It just, you hear it's like, like it just
it measures your asshole.
How does it? Yeah.
It's just like I can't see anything. It's pure black. It's into the black hole.
A little caliper comes out and goes, and then the laser goes.
I wish it had like a wiper, like a car, like the back window car wiper, just like a little zip, zip.
It's perfect. And this is a great,
or like a lick. Imagine if they had a thing that was just like, and then the tongue fell off into the toilet, so then there was a new tongue every time. And it was just like
just a disposable gummy tongue.
Yeah, just one
good lick. Yeah.
And then kisses you like you're going to work. Give you a kiss, go to work. Get back in there. Hey, back in there.
That's what Bill Gates is.
Get out of here. You're all done. Get out of here.
You're all done.
Your toilet starts talking to you. Get out of here. You're all finished up. You little, see you soon.
Oh, you little toilet.
I wish our toilet was just a human.
Well, now we're full circle. You started off with cannibalism, and now we're into scatological delights. What are you grimacing at? You just wanted... What's happening?
I thought it would go with the bit.
It's quite a bit. So,
Alex.
Yes.
How are you doing today?
I'm fine. I just been just going through the ringer.
What's the matter? You okay?
I'm fine.
Are you sad? Are you confused?
No, I don't know. We're gonna have to.
Are you dehydrated? You're dehydrated from all the chicken.
I'm dehydrated from all the chicken, the waffles. You know, it fucks my head up, man. I think that fried chicken, I think it does something to me that it's not even
cookies, fried chicken.
I had cookies too. I had some cookies. There's a couple cookies there. I had some.
Did you stay up late?
No,
Did
not
you stay
too
up late.
No, it wasn't up.
Okay.
I couldn't. I had no choice. I couldn't stay up late. I was in bed by 11. I was like, there is no staying
You were
up.
pinned.
Yeah,
you were fucking pinned.
It's heroin.
Even the toughest white belt can't compete.
Listen, man,
with a veteran chicken and waffles meal.
That shit is no joke. It's like an Oxycontin. You're just fucking. You're toasted. You're just floating. You know.
Oh my
God. Everyone else is like bouncing around, bouncing off the walls, chatting. I'm just like going down a wormhole, just like like sliding down.
We just said at the same time. Any current events you want to talk about? I don't know anything about what's going on in the world. So,
well, it's funny because not only do you not know any current events, but I think about you as a person, and like we literally have never. There's no commonality in our lives as children, right? There's nothing shared there. There's not we just yin and yang. You did the opposite of what I did. You were fucking listening to punk rock and getting stoned in the woods and punching people, and I was skateboarding and doing graffiti and whatever the fuck else. The one commonality, the one place where we do meet is that we both were very fond of drinking and substances, which is a great thing. But yeah, we don't have a commonality, and it's like you had such a bizarre upbringing, whereas like you didn't play video games, you didn't read Choose Your Own Adventure, you weren't allowed to listen to music, you were a Mormon and you weren't a Mormon, your dad was hacking the world and for the Hells Angels, your mom still works at a diner, and then here we are. Yes.
Well, that was a good roundup. Yeah, I don't think we have any. I don't know, Alex. Like, I think we, as children, I think we would have been friends. I would have been the kid down the block who, always had a nice dinner set up and, looked like we had everything together.
Did you guys have the house? That's what I like to ask. Did you have the house? Because the house I went to last night, right? Shout out to the Fergusons. They had Ella and I over, and it was one of these houses where you go and they're just like, and I was starving, right? And you go to someone's house, you're very polite. They have this beautiful house, they just redid it, it's gorgeous. Everything's brand new. So they have like the impossibly huge fridge. It's just like a barn door fridge.
It looks like a giant football stadium fridge.
Yeah, pantries, just like another pantry in the garage where there's cold drink, like pantries upon pantry, just everything. When people like get their shit like so wired where like everything gets organized, like drinks are organized. Like it's like what Heavy wants to do when you see his stupid ass fridge, where he like takes a normal fridge.
Don't mention him.
Bleep
we
that.
Almost made it through a whole one. Yeah, bleep that out.
He's red-free heavy juice. Just lives in your fucking for being an idiot.
I've already had 2 phone calls today.
You had 2 phone calls with him?
We can't.
You can't pick up the phone twice.
Well, we can't talk about this on the podcast every time. Like, he literally can't be a recurring. Our podcast is doomed if the only thing that we're talking about. But anyway, keep going. So, what do you mean? Did I grow up in a house dialed like that?
No, like here's the thing. When I was a kid,
or is my house like that now?
When I went to the house, I was like, hey, they're like my in-laws, right? I go, listen, I didn't eat today. I know you're making food. Can I have a snack? And they're like, shut the fuck up and get whatever you want. Like that was the attitude, right? Yeah. Like, give me a break. Just what? And I wasn't.
You're in the Valhalla of snacks.
Yeah, and they're like, what do you want? And they start opening things, and they're like, do you want charcuterie? Do you want chips and salsa? And I remember, and I was telling them, I'm like, look, this was a house when I was a kid that I would find, and I would just be like in that fucking house, and I would get on such a good rapport where I come in the house, and I wouldn't even ask. I just go into the cupboard, and it's something so comforting to me. me about going into a cupboard that had all the snacks that I couldn't have and everything I wanted, and everything was laid out. It's just built like the houses that were just built to snack in. And was that a house where Matheson's a house where I would have been invited over to come and play Tetris or
Gran Turismo,
Mario Kart, Metroid, Contra,
Sonic,
Sega, the
Altered
the
Beast.
Genesis, Altered Beast, Capcom, Marvel. Would I be invited over to come? Would I
Shout out
get
to Contra.
Would I get a Laura Stouffer's pizza? Would I get a Hot Pocket? Would I get a fruit roll up? Would there be a Cokes? Could I get a Coke?
Let me tell you something. The Matheson house, we had an open door policy. So our house was a hub, that's for sure. So in high school, with 3 brothers all 2 years apart, we covered the entire range of high school, right? So like at our house, my little brother would have like, you know, his crew, I'd have my crew, and my brother would have his crew in or around our entire house at all times. So there was always, you know, we didn't have all the money in the world, but I think my parents were very adamant about, that's what made us like rich.
Yeah.
Was always having food. Like they were always like every Sunday, literally every Sunday was like the day. Sunday was like everyone's hungover from Saturday, and Sunday would just be like an all day feast. Like we'd be grilling steaks or making barbecue or whatever. And we would always have just like, it was honestly like there was always just people at our house.
Was your dad grilling?
My dad was grilling. My mom's making salads
Maddie,
and stuff.
that's so beautiful.
And
I wish I had the house like that. If I do have kids and a family, I'm gonna have that house.
That's the dream. But that's the dream. That's what we're doing now. Like it's like even with the farm, that's the goal. The goal is like I'm gonna build an outdoor kitchen and like, you know, have that thing where it's just like my whole family can come over and rock, or my friends. And like, you know, the pandemic has definitely changed a lot of that stuff, but I think it's still just like, even the other day, it's like for Mac's birthday, it was just like, we had all this barbecue. Like I just had, we had all, just like literally 2.
That picture of you, the picture of you as Slimer is so fucking like, I don't know how you put that costume on and it made you look by some strange, bizarre fucking trick of what do you call it? Some illusory trick. You look tiny.
Illusory.
You looked like a tiny. You looked very small in that thing.
It was like wearing a green duvet. That was like the size of a bed sheet.
Jason, put that picture
like,
up.
It's just like
you as Slimer is like, you should never not wear that. That should be your shit. Like, you should.
It should be my full kit. That's my new kit.
You should be Slimer in one of the next Ghostbusters franchise. They should just bring you on and be like, I'm Slimer.
Reitman, let's go.
Yeah, let's go, Reitman. You're Slimer in the new one.
But that's the thing. Like, look at what Trisha is like literally. Like bringing to the table. Like we're talking about the houses that we've grown up in and the families that we grew up in. Imagine if you had like Mac's birthday party. Literally, Trisha had her entire family show up outside. Like nobody was inside the house. It was all outdoors. Trisha's entire family showed up as ghosts. So Mac could chase them and fucking shoot them like the Ghostbusters. Right. And he had the trap thing. And then I was Slimer, Trish, Ozzy, and Rizzo were all Ghostbusters. And literally for like hours, Mac got to chase and play real Ghostbusters.
Unbelievable.
That's his birth. Like it was just like those things. And I was just like, you know, like it's just like in our whole house, inside the entire house was fully decorated. There's lifestyle skeletons. There's ghosts. There's goblins. The whole house is decorated like it's the craziest Halloween, but it's just all for Mac's birthday. And it was like that for 2 weeks. Because the first weekend, it got canceled because Mac kind of had a cough. So we were just like called it all off. We're like, Mac's got a cough, whatever, super, you know. Trish takes it really serious, all the COVID stuff.
Yeah.
And
not like
I'm like, it's an out.
Not like Mac's first party in COVID, where it's just like, I was like, what the fuck are you guys doing? Like the whole family.
Well, that was his first. It was the day it got locked down was his birthday. It was like March. We had his birthday on March 15th. And we almost canceled it, but we were like, it was at the beginning. We were all like, whatever.
Yeah.
So everyone came over. That was the last time we had a full family get together for like a year.
Yeah.
But it still is just like the photos that we have from that is just like those photos are like, it's hilarious.
It's amazing.
And it's just like, we're gonna look back on that shit, and it's just like my parents did a lot of amazing things for us growing up.
Yeah.
But like never like was it like a full for our birthdays, it was like, you know, the biggest remember like, you know, Matt, remember going to like a McDonald's for your birthday? or something like that. It's just like, that was like go to the play, like your parents rented out the playroom at McDonald's or some shit. Like that was the craziest thing ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that meant like you were rich.
Yeah.
You know, like your family, like you just bought McDonald's for like 27 kids.
Yeah.
It's just like, that's crazy. But it is you know, the memories, like that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to build the memories so they don't turn into sick fucks like us.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. They're still going to turn into, you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. And I already told Trisha, I was like, bro, I'm like, we're psychos. I was just like, Trish, one of these three beautiful children is going to be a full blown.
For sure.
One of the three. Because I was like, two, maybe we get out alive. Maybe we get out alive.
Get a lawyer now. Just start putting money into a retainer for a lawyer and a shrink. One of them's going to be a fucking
shrink,
psycho. Dude. Just keep them out of jail and try to keep them from killing anyone.
MacArthur is literally Will Ferrell in like Wedding Crashers. You know when the homie goes and Will Ferrell's there and he's like sitting there and he lives at home and he's screaming for his mom to get meatloaf.
Yeah.
That's like, Mac is like, we're like, oh my God, we got to get this guy on the program. Because he's just like sitting there. He's on his iPad. He's got headphones in. He's playing with 6 different toys, watching a thing. He's just like, Ma! Ma!
Just a monster.
And you're just like, what? And he's just like, 37%. We got to plug it in.
Oh my
and you're
God.
just like, what is happening? But we're working on it, you know, parenting.
You're working on it. Parenting.
But the
co-parenting.
Co-parenting. Parenting. Children. Raising humans, you know, got to raise them right.
So weird.
I'm just going to give them like a stick to play with. But that's the thing too, is like you give them all these toys and then the second you get them outside, they all just play. I'm like, man, we just got to, like, it's just like, they've been so cooped up over this year. It's been so cooped up. You got to just like, man, you just got to be outside.
Get them outside, give them a stick. Hope that at some point they stumble across a bizarre fort full of nudie mags and Nazi memorabilia that they can learn from it.
Really
like you
shake
did.
Things up.
You know, like what's that? What is this? It's just like it's just like a fold out of ass porn. You know, they got to learn the old fashioned way like we did. You know, they got to stumble through life but they're going to learn everything on the internet. You know, they already got to figure it out.
Isn't it so beautiful? It's so crazy. Like, but that's the thing is like, the thing is now parents got to worry about like, you never heard the word internet. You were outside in the streets. Like I was outside in the streets doing acid when I was like fucking 14 years old.
Yeah,
but
you know,
it's just
I think there's always going to be a way. There was always kids that found a way to stay inside too, right? Like even before Jason's nodding his head because he's one of those pale.
He stayed inside for like he came outside at like 26.
He just came out like this last year to come to my house.
He's like LARPing. He's like, I'm really gonna get into this LARPing. That's his first thing he did in society. He's like, that's LARPers. LARPers is the first time they get outside. He's like, I'm bringing all my toys.
Yeah.
I'm bringing all my toys to the park, and we're gonna fight each other.
Yeah, which sounds kind of tight, but he is, you know, Jason is so pale. He's just I can see his vein, I can see his heartbeat, I can see his organs. He's translucent. But anyways,
he's a bag of milk. That guy's a big bag of milk.
He's a
with
long,
like some
tall
blue
bag
strings
of milk,
in it.
Old milk stilts. So you know, Jason, you know, look, there's always going to be a way someone to stay inside. I think before video games, you had board games and books and Dungeons and Dragons. There's always a way for a certain group of kids to stay the fuck inside, and those kids end up creating Microsoft, you know, and they end up doing, you know, basically controlling the world. So be nice to them. Because they'll crush you.
I hope Mac becomes a mega billionaire.
No,
I really hope he becomes.
No. Mac, he's not that kid. Mac is already just like
Mac's not that kid.
No,
you don't talk shit on my son.
He's not an indoor Dungeons and Dragons kid. He's going to be assaulting.
Dude, he's already fighting. He's tough. He's like, you know what he had? Last night at dinner, dude. It's so amazing. All the cliches are real. He looks at me. And he's like, Daddy. And I'm like, yeah, what's up, Mac? He's like, you're the toughest ever, aren't you? He's like, you could punch harder than anybody.
Yeah.
And I was just like, Mac, I'm pretty tough, but I'm not the toughest ever.
Right.
But I can punch pretty good.
The toughest ever is
okay.
Uncle Two-Tone.
Yeah, he's like, Uncle Two-Tone. Well, maybe, dude, but it was so, like, those moments where he asks if I'm tough.
Yeah.
And he's like, Daddy, you're the toughest ever, right?
Yeah.
And he's like looking at me, and I'm just like,
he needs to know that.
Yeah, man. But I'm like, we're in a small town where I'm like, a lot of your friends, a lot of friends you go to school with, guess what? They're laborers.
Yeah.
Those dads are tough. I was like, those guys, you know, all those guys that come and work over on our property?
Yeah.
Those dads are tough.
Yeah.
But it's just like, I was like, those guys got tough grips.
The guys that
those
are
guys
wearing,
got
the
tough
guys
hands.
the guys that are wearing overalls because they have to use them to put nails in them, and like the guys that are wearing boots because like they're stepping on fucking roofs, like those guys. Yeah, those guys are hauling.
Those guys,
sinks.
core strength, a lot of core strength in roofing.
Oh,
just pulling up blocks of cement and shingles up the.
What are you fucking
tough guys?
It's so weird like, how many times we talked about how strong men are. Like men that crawl through air conditioning ducts. They're basically bear crawling.
The strongest.
They're
the
so
strongest.
fucking strong.
Air duct guys.
Air duct
guys. I was talking to an air duct guy. I was talking to an air duct guy yesterday.
Yeah.
He had it was so sad. I was talking about motorcycles with him. I was talking motorcycles with a guy. I feel like a man.
He's just trying to be a man. He's just making all this money.
I'm always trying to be. Anytime I meet another guy in town, I'm just like, "What's up, man? What do you guys?" He's like, "What are you working on?" I'm like, Just like, what am I working on?
Yeah.
I was like, I got a project. I laid a slab down. I got a 16 by 40 slab. I just poured myself.
Down some concrete. Yeah, I'm pouring the concrete. You just put your hand on the concrete too and pretend that you're pouring it as the guy comes. Like, how we do it, guys. Do you feel that when guys come over to work on your house, do you try to butch up and go out there and talk to them about stuff? Be like, what do you got to know? I
usually go out and make fun of. I walk out. It's amazing because we're doing a little reno on the house right now. But it's like, it is amazing. Like there's like the most of the time because it's like it's kind of funny because I will start talking and I'll talk. I like talking shop. I'm like, we got nails.
Yeah.
You got some nails over there.
You got a nail gun?
I was like, what is that? You know what I love asking? Something's plumb. I'll just walk over and be like, that plumb.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like, is it level?
Yeah.
Just asking them stupid, and they just like me, and they're just like, okay, Maddie.
Yeah.
Because everybody like knows me, so it's just like I'm funny. Like I'll just walk over and I'm just like I'm literally that meme, you know, Carhartt doing Carhartt things.
Yeah.
So I'm
Meanwhile,
just like,
they kind of laugh at you and they go, yeah, I'm charging this guy triple.
Yeah.
Like, you know, basically.
I get taxed. Small town taxed.
Yeah.
But hey, happy to pay.
Happy to pay.
Happy to pay.
Pay to play.
But the it's a funny thing. But it was just like it was so cute. Like he asked me the other day too. He was like, "Daddy," and I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Are you famous?" And I was just like, "I don't know. No." I was like, "I'm not famous, Mac." He's like, "Okay." He's like,
"Where do you?
I've
get
seen
that
you
from?
On TV."
Oh,
because he sees me on TV. Like
well,
if my sister's watching him or something, they'll put it on. They'll watch like Just a Dash or something.
Well, how does he even? A, the fact that your sisters watch Just a Dash is mind-boggling. B, because no one close to us is watching any of this shit. You know, like except for like family. I don't. Well, actually, no, that's a lie. My brother, and my dad watch this stuff all the time, and they feel like they're hanging out with me. So I you know what?
That's
Let
nice.
me recant that whole idea.
Oh, what do you mean? You're like, the sun isn't bright. Look how bright the sun is.
Let me recant.
Let it shine.
But how does he
do a
even know
recant? My whole life is a recant. So
recant. Yeah, let's recant. How does he even have a concept of fame? How does he know how does he know that word, like famous? Like he understands that. He's like, are you TikTok famous yet, Dad? Are you
No, he's not like that. He's not fully. He hasn't dived into the whole YouTube world, and I don't want him to. He's still just watching shows.
Yeah.
But it's still just like. But he asked me, and then and I was just kind of like, no, I'm not like famous, man. I was just like, I'm just like, Daddy makes like some. I got stuff on, you know. You'll see me on your iPad every once in a while, you know.
Yeah, you'll see me on your iPad once in a while. Does he talk to you about getting tattoos?
But it was so cute. It was just, I don't know. It was like one of those moments where he's like asking me, like, you know, it's like a very dad. I felt like a dad emotion that you never feel before.
Right.
You know, your son looks at you and asks if you're tough. And I was just like, oh, wow, Mac. You know what? I used to be.
Yeah.
I was like, Uncle Adam. It's so funny. So my little brother Adam, my younger brother Adam, is working on the farm, and he's gardening. And it's so amazing. Adam's in really good shape. He does, honestly, on his step thing, he's obsessed with steps. He's doing 20,000 steps a day right now.
Fuck.
20,000.
That's 20 miles, isn't it? No.
No.
Yeah.
He did the other day.
It's like 15 to 20 miles, I think.
Dude, he walked from, he lives with my sister, and he walked from my sister. It's like, I don't know, like 12 miles?
20 is 10 miles?
I think he walked like 12 miles, but it's just like he did last month he did 160,000 steps or something like that.
Jesus, 10. So
Here, I took. Who did I? Here, I took. I don't want to look it up. Whatever. But he took. Literally, he's averaging 20,000 steps a day. So he was getting in shape to work on the farm because it's like hard work. And I told him, I was like, it's really hard work to work on the farm. He's like, okay, I'm going to take it really serious. And so he's been for like 2 months. He's been doing 20,000 steps.
Is Adam the Beeve?
No, Beeve's my older brother.
Beeve's the older
Beeve's
brother. Okay.
older.
Okay.
Yeah, Adam, Grizz. Adam's Grizz.
Oh, Adam's the Grizz.
So,
yeah, Beeve and the Grizz.
Yeah, Grizz.
Who punched the cop?
Which
one punched the cop? The Beeve.
Beef.
Okay.
Beef.
Copy.
Yeah.
Copy. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry to
Beef's like the dumb tough guy.
20,000 steps is okay. It's crazy. I mean, I wish I could do that.
That's amazing.
I would love to do that.
And, dude.
I would love that.
And come farm and walk around my property.
Just hang
walk around my whole property 5 times, 20,000 steps.
No bullshit. No fucking bullshit.
You can't come to Canada. You won't. You know how many times? This is the thing. How many times have I come to LA? You never came to Fort Erie once.
The only listen, you come to LA because there's a million things here for you to do. There's only one thing for me to do in Canada. It's hang out on your fucking dumb farm.
No, spirituality.
Let me finish my sentence.
You're afraid to mellow out.
I would love nothing more than to just say, you know what? This is the dream. I swear to fucking God, this is the dream. I go to Maddie's farm, 6 weeks. Just fucking sit there. You want me to fucking pull up beets? I'll do it. I'll work in the garden.
Dude,
my dream. I cannot.
I'll pay for your flight.
It's not about the money. I have fucking business. I have all this shit going on. I can't hang it up.
You need to come and work on my farm.
I would love to.
Imagine coming to work on my farm in August.
I would love to.
The height, it's like 80 degrees every day. It's beautiful. The lake is 10. You literally work on the farm, and every day at lunch we go jump in the lake, and then we come back, finish up everything.
Maybe in August I have to go to Michigan, and I'm supposed to go visit my brother in the Finger Lakes, upstate New York. Maybe I tack on an extra week.
Finger Lakes is like 6 hours from us.
Maybe I tack on an extra week and drag.
Just drive over.
Just come up to fucking Canada.
Also,
yes.
If you arrive by land,
yes.
you don't have to do the 2-week quarantine.
Really?
Yeah, only if you would arrive internationally.
I rent a car.
Honestly, because there's a loophole. People are flying into Buffalo and then just driving over the border.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm blowing people up, but it's just like if you arrive by land,
yes,
there isn't the same implications for some reason. But if you arrive by air because you've gone through an airport,
right.
So I think the major thing is I'm going to try to figure that out too. But I honestly, because quarantining for 2 weeks is wild. But I think. And maybe the laws are different by the time August hits around. But I'm telling you, dude, if you came and worked on the farm, if anybody, I swear, and this is going to sound, if people literally worked in a garden and watched and tended to vegetables growing, it will change your life.
I guarantee you.
Honestly.
Listen,
it'll be the ultimate thing you'll do it for a week and be like, I'm fucking up. You'll turn into Gandhi. You're just like, dude, nah, not leaving.
I know for a fact that I know that everything I'm doing is complete bullshit, and that I should really literally be like like growing corn somewhere and just sitting there and just like not like it's just all horseshit, right? It's all fucking bullshit.
Dude, regenerative agriculture. It's the future of the world. It's all we got.
I know.
We're literally doing fast fashion. You kidding me? We're selling. We're the worst people in the world.
We're the worst. We are destroying the planet. And I will
Captain
say,
Planet, he's our hero. He's gonna turn pollution down to 0. Remember Captain Planet?
I don't remember. I don't know what that is. Is it the Don Cheadle thing?
Is it Don Cheadle?
Well, Don Cheadle. I remember there's a Don Cheadle skit where he's like an eco Superman.
That's good.
I forget what I was. We were talking. Oh yeah, look, I that's kind of. I really wish. I wish I could do that.
You wish upon a star. Well, we can make your dreams come true. And right before you do that, why don't we read this little ad and get this podcast over with?
Okay.
The power is yours.